Let's look at learning target 1.3.1, which is to solve multi-step equations. So as I look at this, I see there's a lot going on here. We kind of need to figure out where to start. The good news when there's a lot going on is that you can pretty much start anywhere, with the exception of parentheses. So parentheses always need to come first. So as I look at these parentheses, I see that I can either distribute or I can combine this 4 minus 10 inside the parentheses before I do anything else. So if I do that, then I have 3x minus x. Just a little side note here, notice that you cannot combine these because the x is tied to those parentheses. So that's being multiplied, so I can't do subtraction first. So you don't want to combine those. So I have 3x minus x. And then 4 minus 10 is negative 6. And I have plus 10 equals, and over here I have some like terms as well that I can combine. So I have my negative 2 and my positive 12, which give me a positive 10 plus 9x. So now I can do that distribution that I did not do in the first step. So I just have to distribute once this time. If originally you wanted to distribute twice, you could have done that as well. You'll end up with the same answer either way. So if I distribute, I get 3x, and then notice the minus and the minus, so I have plus 6x plus 10 equals 10 plus 9x. And then I have some more like terms that I can combine. I have that 3x and 6x to combine to 9x. Everything else stays the same. And then I start to notice something funny. So if I look at both sides, I see that I have 9x plus 10 and 10 plus 9x. Well, those are exactly the same thing. If I went a step further and subtracted 9x from both sides, I would lose both my 9x's and I'd end up with 10 equals 10. Well, when we talked about solving equations, we talked about some weird solutions that happen. And if we're solving and our variables go away and we're left with something that's true, I'm going to have infinite solutions. Since 10 equals 10 is true, I know I have infinite solutions. That just means that no matter what I plug in, this original equation is always true. So no matter what I plug in for x, this will always work out. Because in the end, it ends up being the exact same equation. If we're solving along and we get something that's not true, like 10 equals 50, then we would have no solution. The important part is the actual words. Like if you don't have these words and you have all of this, that's not going to be enough. So you have to make sure that you have the answer of infinite solutions or no solution if you're solving and something like this happens. So this is our answer and we are done.